All right, how did I make the jump from from a traditional services business to a tech CEO? So this is I wrote about this in the Tech Audible. Um, so if you don't have a copy, you should grab a copy. It goes way more in depth than what I'm going to go in this video. But ultimately, I created a business, seen a problem, made revenue, made profit, noticed that I thought the operations of how my clients were running their side of the business to manage me was had large gaps of inefficiencies in it. So after 3 or 4 years of seeing the same gaps, same inefficiencies, not seeing any type of changes, I thought that there was a technology solution that I could build that would fill this gap, fill this void, and ultimately add another revenue stream to um, my all my companies and revenue streams, right? So it could be another revenue stream that's inside of the same market that I'm currently working in, right? And why is that important? That's important because I don't have to sell to new people. I don't have to learn the industry, another market, another thing like that. Like I know who exactly to sell this to because I'm directly dealing with them now, and I understand how their processes are working currently. And now I just got to say, hey, here's this that I think can help you do this to manage me to do that, right? Like that is a no-brainer addition to your capabilities as a business owner or business and things of that nature. So that's how I became a tech CEO. I had cash, I had profit from my first business, and I was continually generating profit for that. And now I need to figure out what I wanted to do with that profit. So essentially, I reinvested that profit into creating a software business that filled gaps in my current business's operational experience with my client. That's essentially what it was. And I think a lot of people can do that. I think a lot of people have a specific experience that is not as great as it could be, that could potentially be greater with a technology play applied to it. They just have to take the gap. They just have to take the leap to try to create that solution. If they create that solution, they can possibly build another revenue stream off of their own direct knowledges and experiences. They have a direct experience that a lot of people don't have. And with that direct experience and direct knowledge of the issue, they should be able to have the easiest chance or the best chance of creating a technical solution to that specific problem. So that's the down and dirty on it. I think everybody has something that they could build in the technology space, and with AI and the fence lowering to like building software and technology, there should be no reason why everybody isn't taking a chance on trying to create some type of technical product that creates some type of solution that they see a problem to. So a couple questions around this was, how did I find technical partners? Back then, I really needed to find a technical partner, but I paid. Like I said, like I took my profit from my other company, and I paid for a software development company to build what I needed. Then, after I had a product and market, had sales, I found a full-time technical partner to then help us maintain the product. So that was my experience with that. So what did my MVP look like compared to what EZOS looks like today? My MVP, we laugh about it today. Like our MVP was so basic compared to where our product is today. It's laughable, 100%. It was pretty much a digital spreadsheet. It was like a spreadsheet online. It was like we basically took Google Sheets, and it made it to where like anything that was scheduled in those Google Sheets rows and cells were able to be seen by vendors on a mobile device. That's essentially what we created, and that right there was enough value. It's amazing to me that could be enough value to start having sales. Now, obviously, we had to improve and we had to grow and we had to convince our clients that we're going to keep making this product better. But that right there, at its core, was the main problem that we solved, and that's still the core. We still have that same core in our system. It just has a whole bunch of different garnishes around that specific solution to be able to handle as many gaps and be as advanced as possible. So we created it, and it's called Easy Turn at the beginning. one of the things I have to do as a CEO now is, can I continue to maintain the simplicity and the easiness of use for the user as it did when it was that simple, very simple product. So that's that. So how did I validate the idea before writing code? So first, I don't write code. I had the money to put into the business, or into the creation of the software, but I did validate the idea. One, in my own mind, I already like convinced myself that I'm going to take this chance. I'm going to take this risk with this money. So I was going to do it regardless, because I was experienced. I was the bad experience was mine, right? So I was being poorly implicated because of their lack of software on their side, from my client side. So when I validated the idea, only thing I really wanted to get was validation from the opposite side of the fence, that this was as bad as I thought it was, and I did that by finding a co-founder in that side of the fence. But from the vendor side and the vendor experience and the contractor experience, I knew I was 100% sure that this was poor. So that's that. I guess a key takeaway to take away from this video is, you don't need to be technical. You don't need to be some genius tech person that is online and praised by all these investors and things of that nature. You have real world experiences. You have real world problems that you see on a daily basis. Take the chance to build a solution. Use technology, use AI, learn about it, and figure out how can you create a product that offers value to a set of customers. That's all it is. That's how you go from a service business to a tech founder, or from somebody that's never been in tech to a tech founder.